speaking of commission and lucrative salaries, a lot of times that requires a lot of hours. I imagine that the fathers that you work with, and maybe even yourself at that time when your child was 5 year old, was probably putting in a lot of hours. Have you found that hours work compared to bills owed equals reactive parent, or is there no real correlation?
Well, I mean, I think it's fair to say that there could be a correlation with that. You know, the more hours that somebody works, the more energy they are investing into the professional side of their life. And I'm a believer that we only have so many units of energy to access in a given day. And that's physical energy, but also like mental and emotional energy or capacity. And so if, let's say, like we have 10 units of emotional capacity for a day, and if we're working so many hours and we're under so much pressure and we're managing so many things that we use 9 of those in our workday, that means that we're bringing one of those units home to deal with home life. And, you know, whether you're a single parent and you're doing things by yourself for your kids, or you've got a partner, that's not a lot of energy to manage a household. And so if that last energy unit gets depleted, well, now you don't have the mental and emotional capacity to parent. And like when you're just depleted, that's when a lot of times like an ugly version of ourselves can show up, right? Like that's the highly reactive and agitated and frustrated parent that can show up. And I choose to believe that there's no parent out there that wants to be angry and frustrated with their kids. But a lot of times we just don't have the energy, or we just don't know another way to do it. So, you know, to answer your question, like our output when it comes to our job can definitely have a direct reflection on how we're showing up as a parent.
Mm-hmm. And depending on whether a person is a W-2 worker or 1099 or a consultant, sometimes that high achiever status isn't directly related to hours put in. But even though they're thriving as a high achiever, whether it takes them a lot of hours or not, they seem like they're struggling at home.